In 1918, the United States introduced daylight saving time. After 4 years of bitter war, the Allies celebrated victory in World War I. In 1918, the University of Illinois Press launched University Studies and published the first book in it, Daniel Killam Dodge's Abraham Lincoln, The Evolution of His Literary Style. The press took on one of the nation's oldest scholarly journals, the Journal of English and Germanic Philology, and began 90 years of steady growth. From one book and one journal, the press has grown into one of the premier state university presses, publishing 120 new books and more than 30 journals every year.
We should celebrate this press, and not just on its anniversary. And the University of Illinois Press is one of the country's larger presses, very distinguished, and really adds to the body of scholarly material that would not otherwise be available if we didn't have university presses.
While sustaining a high reputation as a publisher of academic research, especially in history, communications, and music, the press also publishes books for class use and for the educated public. The press is the leading publisher of Illinois studies, with highly praised books on Illinois history, Chicago, and Abraham Lincoln. It publishes the works of Jane Addams, including her papers.
The press has performed a really important contribution, given that Jane Addams' ideas are important ideas again.
The press collaborates with other leading Illinois institutions, including the Illinois State Museum, the Newberry Library, the Art Institute of Chicago, the Illinois Humanities Council, the Museum of Contemporary Art, and the Chicago History Museum. The press has succeeded by emphasizing quality in all respects, not only the quality of the scholarship it publishes, but also in the ways its publications look and feel, and in its outreach to libraries, scholars, and bookstores.
I just think the editors do a terrific job. By the time it gets to us, that is so much work has gone into it. It's been vetted in such a very careful way. They've looked at almost every detail. They've been back and forth with the authors, and so we get to make the final decisions, but we don't have a lot of work to do. I mean, it's in terrific shape by the time it gets to us.
The university can look back to many spectacular publications. In 1983, the press founded American Music, the leading journal in its field. In the 1970s and 80s, the press published the papers of Booker T. Washington, and in 2001 it brought the papers online, the first such project to be completed and digitized by any university press. Its books have won the most prestigious awards in music, folklore, and history, and it now partners with more than 20 historical associations as the proprietor of the History Cooperative, one of the most distinguished scholarly websites on the Internet. Its books bring attention to the University of Illinois from the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, the New Yorker, the Washington Post, and other national media. Its books have been translated into French, Spanish, German, Italian, Chinese, Japanese, and other languages. It publishes 3 online journals and is able to handle all current forms of publication, CDs, DVDs, and digital downloads. The press celebrated its 90th year faithful to its mission. The University of Illinois Press supports the mission of the university through the worldwide dissemination of significant scholarship, striving to enhance and extend the reputation of the university. Through its publishing programs, the press promotes research and education, enriches cultural and intellectual life, and fosters regional pride and accomplishments. The University of Illinois Press is proud to represent the campuses of Chicago, Springfield, and Urbana-Champaign, and looks forward to the next 90 years, serving the university, the scholarly community, and the people of Illinois.